Boeing will deliver 6 Apache attack helicopters to the Indian Army in Rajasthan today. The US has sent the final letter of acceptance with the negotiated price of 31 Mk3 armed drones to the Indian Defence Ministry on 11th March, and the Navy is now studying the offer and will soon be forwarded to the Cabinet Committee on Security for approval. A top Philippines Navy veteran has said that the acquisition of Tejas Mark 1A armed with the Brahmos NG air-launched missile would be a win-win situation for both countries. There are reports that the DRDO has secretly conducted the maiden test of 350 km range Astra Mk3 missile on 11th March, which also aligns with the 320 km NOTAM warning issued for 11th March. India has issued a NOTAM warning for the period between 26th to 28th March for a designated range of 380 km, which could be the first test of the long-range land attack cruise missile. The president of Chennai-based think tank the Peninsula Foundation has said that more tests will be conducted to increase the number of MIRV warheads in the future, and India must strive towards developing a 12,000 km range intercontinental ballistic missile. Shoft Shipyard has launched the third 25-ton bollard pull tug for the Indian Navy. L&T and Navantia have signed a contract to produce S80 Plus submarines in India if they win the Project 75I contest. Indian defense firms showcased their products to Seychelles Defense Forces at the Bharat Seychelles seminar held yesterday. Indian Air Force's second C-295 aircraft is in the final assembly stage in Spain, and it will be delivered in May 2024. Bharat Electronics has signed 847 crore rupees contract with Larsen & Toubro for supplying 14 communication and electronic warfare sensors and systems for 3 cadet training ships for the Indian Navy. After signing a $634 million contract for 100 RD-33 engines with high level of indigenization for MiG-29 new PG fighter jets, Hindustan Aeronautics plans to secure order for the manufacturing of 240 AL-31FP jet engines soon, that will replace the existing engines on 120 Su-30 fighter jets that have reached the end of their designated operational life. The 84 upgraded Super Sukhoi aircraft will also incorporate these indigenously manufactured engines that will feature a higher degree of indigenization compared to their predecessors. Researchers at the Indian Institute of Technology Jodhpur have unveiled a 3D printed prototype for a hybrid unmanned aerial underwater vehicle that can operate on land, air and in water. The prototype is built with a quadrotor configuration and is capable of performing 6 maneuvers and has a flying time of 15 minutes and can also stay underwater for 8 hours. The DRDO has issued an expression of interest to develop a laser beam rider guidance system with an eye-safe laser rangefinder that will provide precise line-of-sight laser guidance to missiles across a designated range up to 5,000 meters. The laser beam rider guidance system will not be affected by environmental factors such as smoke, fog, rain and dust, unlike semi-active laser guidance systems, which may be compromised under adverse weather conditions. The Ministry of Defence has announced a new challenge through IDEX initiative for Indian startups to develop a prototype of next-generation underwater vehicle that will have an extended endurance of 45 days and feature an advanced mission control software, advanced sensor integration and energy management, as well as autonomous surface operations and data processing that will bolster Navy's underwater surveillance and data collection capabilities. Today's top 3 comments.